and welcome to the premiere episode of Inside the SCCBL. I'm your host, Dave Sobieraj, proud to bring you all the highlights and interviews throughout the course of this 2013 season. This show will strive to be as interactive as possible, and because of that, we will have a Twitter line scrolling across your screen, and you'll see tweets from players, fans, who knows, maybe their parents, maybe their girlfriends. Tweet us at SCCBL, or tweet me personally at my Twitter, which is at my name, that is DAVESOBIERAJ. The first week of the season is underway, and there is a lot of anticipation for this seventh season here in the SCCBL. Of course, 4 teams return: the two-time defending champion Palm Springs Power, last year's runner-up, the Long Beach Legends, the High Desert Heat, and Team San Diego also return. So without further ado, let's take a look at the standings from a season ago. The Power surged to a club-best 42 victories, while hoisting up its 4th SCCBL crown in 6 seasons. Anthony Torres is back after winning the batting title with a ridiculous .415 batting average. He will be joined by fellow All-SCCBL performer Ryan DeJesus, who posted a microscopic 1.02 ERA in 2012 and picked up right where he left off, firing a complete game 2-hitter in his first start of this season, as the Power jumped out of the gates quickly, winning their first 3 games. The Legends are hoping to make 2013 legendary and return 3 All-SCCBL selections in Steven Garber, Aaron Gray, and Danny Haley. Garber was the model of consistency this past season, leading the league in 5 different categories. Aaron Gray finished second in 3 categories, only behind Garber. Team San Diego came on strong toward the end of last season and expects to take care of business early on behind the deadly bat of Manny Cardero. Meanwhile, the Heat is expecting to go on fire this season after a tough 2012 campaign. Chris Jurenko leads the troops in the battle for the 2nd consecutive season. The 2 new additions are the Inland Valley Pirates and Riverside Rebels. Both teams hope to play a major factor in the final SCCBL standings, and we can't wait to see them on our air live at sccbaseball.com. The Pirates have a family feel, with 3 brothers, Aaron, Johnny, and Mark Reynoso, managed by their father, Charlie. There's also 3 ESPYs represented, including Grady, Greg, and Coach Vic Espinoza, as well as brothers Anthony and Nathan Virgin. Finally, the Rebels will have many familiar faces from last year's Sabres team, including SCCBL All-Stars Adam Quintana and Danny Borst. Now that we've got you all caught up on the happenings on last season, it's time for the legendary centerpiece with none other than Legends GM and manager Jonathan Rodriguez. Out to Long Beach City College we go. 2nd season here in the SCCBL. So first of all, what are you looking forward to this summer?
This summer I'm looking forward to the 59 games that we have scheduled. I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys can do. We have a lot of returners. I'm looking forward to spending another summer under the sun with them, as well as meeting the new guys and seeing what they have to bring to the table.
Speaking of returners, you have Steven Garber, who led the league in 5 categories last season.
Wow.
What excites you most about him?
The fact that we have our 4-hole hitter coming back is always a good thing. And, anytime you get a guy coming back to the summer team, it just lets you know that we're doing the right thing. So, the fact that he's chose to play for us again for another summer, it tells me that we're on the right track. And it helps that, he's led the league in 5 categories. So, he's one of the best hitters in the league by far. So I'm just, glad to have that guy in the middle of the lineup, to be honest. Drive some guys in, get some base hits for us.
Of course, you have a couple other guys returning too, and Aaron Gray and Flores and Razo, a bunch of guys.
Oh, yeah. So
that'll be exciting. What about the newcomers? Who are some of the newcomers that you're looking forward to seeing playing in this Royal Blue?
Oh, yeah. Well, basically the guys who are going to be wearing the blue for us, some new guys on the mound. Jeff Curran was a all-state player out of Fullerton Junior College this year. I believe he went 10-2. He took Fullerton to their first Final Four appearance probably ever. So he had a great year for them. We are going to have Brandon Bentley from University of Buffalo as one of our starting pitchers, and he's a Division I guy. He's hungry to get some innings and prove himself on the mound. And basically, well, we have a outfielder, Hugo Rodriguez. He's the fastest kid I've seen on a baseball field in a really long time. So it's good to have that guy at the top of the order. Hopefully he can run around a bunch and let the big boys drive him in.
So he'll be your D. Gordon, hopefully.
Yeah, he's going to be our D. Gordon. He's got his speed is really, he has game-changing speed. So, you know, I can't wait to kick back and watch him play.
Now, when thinking about the Legends and summer baseball in general, people sometimes don't think about the behind-the-scenes stuff, like, you know, the scheduling of the fields and the finding the players. So basically, what goes into that?
Well, basically what you see on the field is the end point of a long and very stressful process, basically by me and my staff. It started in November, scheduling games against, you know, if we're going to be playing against the San Luis Obispo Blues, we're going to be playing against the SoCal Catch. These are good teams in the CCL. If you want to schedule them, you got to contact them in September, November. We're going to be competing in 2 different leagues this year. We're going to be in the SCCBL, of course, which is a very prestigious league out of Palm Springs, and then we're going to be in a new league called the California Collegiate Summer League. That's going to be an experiment, you know, but it's all about getting our guys the most out of the summer. As far as putting the field together, we have great support from Long Beach City College, that they provide the field for us and basically, you know, let us have it for the summer, which is very helpful. And you know, it's a daily process. It's a daily process. You wake up in the morning, you get on the computer, you send out some emails, you make some phone calls, and then hopefully by the end of it, you got 30 guys who want to play baseball.
How do you go about contacting everybody? Like, how do you find everybody? Are there players that you pretty much already made contacts with, or some of them cold calls even?
Yeah, some of them, you know, we have a lot of guys who've sent emails. You know, we have our contact information listed on the website on SCCBaseball.com. You know, a lot of them I coach at Long Beach City College. I have some connections. I know a lot of coaches, and you know, we help each other out as far as that goes. And then some of them, you know, the guys, they tell their friends, they get signed up with us, and they tell their friends, you know, hey, I just signed up for a summer team. You know, call the coach up, and so it's a lot of word of mouth.
36-18 last season, yeah. 13-7 in league. Went to the championship, lost to the Power. What do you have to do this year to get over the hump and maybe beat the Power?
You know, it's not about beating the Power, to be completely honest. I don't see that there's a hump. It's just what we're going to have to do to beat the Power is that we're going to have to come out today, first pitch of the game, and throw a strike. And then we're going to have to come out and throw a strike the next pitch too. And we're going to have to take it pitch by pitch, inning by inning, game by game. And then when the dust settles at the end of the summer, we can reflect upon it and look back and then, you know, and then make our assessment. You know, like I said, it's a whole different group of guys, even though we have the returners coming back. But it's a new team. It's a whole different group. You know, they're going to have to find their own way. It's not going to be like last year. As much as they might want it to be like last year, it's going to be a whole nother journey.
So the Legends will take things on a pitch-by-pitch basis. No one does that better than our next guest. Alongside Steven Garber, the talented 6'6" Long Beach Legend player. He plays his baseball at Northwest Missouri State. First of all, how does it feel to be back in Southern California?
It feels really good because we're playing out here in 75-degree weather and it's light breeze. I mean, in Missouri, we didn't have many games where it was nice weather outside, so it's good to be back.
Obviously, you're back for your second season with the Legends. What makes it so fun to be a member of this team?
Well, first of all, Coach Rodriguez does a great job of getting his players into the game, and he kind of just takes a step back and lets us play our game. He doesn't get too involved. He just lets us go out there and just do what we do best, and that's play the game of baseball, and it's a lot of fun.
Now, Steven Garber was obviously a stud in the 2012 season, first team All-League here in the SCCBL. So what are you working on this summer?
Well, first of all, I'm working on down angle reads for dirt balls. Second of all, drag bunting, and lastly, tags from first base. I can get quicker with my tags.
Drag bunts for a 6'6" guy.
Hey, the defense are not going to be expecting that, and when you're getting hits, it's like another tool that you can go along with batting for average.
Speaking of tools, I think one of the things that's most interesting about you is, I mean, you have power obviously, but you also have a very good eye at the plate. I mean, you had a 412 on base percentage this past season, and that's just, you know, something that some people might not expect if they see him. They see, you know, this guy, he's huge.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially with me being so tall, I have a bigger strike zone, and I guess I used to like look first pitch all the time, but now I'm a little more selective at the plate, and I'm just going out there looking for a pitch to hit up in the zone and just attacking it if I see it. Otherwise, I'm going to let it go and work the count.
What are you most excited for this summer?
Just pretty much going out here, and it's really fun. Everything about this place is just exciting to be around all the guys. I love being around all my teammates and Coach Rodriguez, and playing on this field, it just makes you want to play baseball.
What's special about this team in particular?
Well, we're just going from last year. We're just trying to continue the success and continue the positivity that we started last year and just keep up the good work.
If the Legends are one thing, it's positively optimistic. They've already created amazing team chemistry in just a short amount of time. And that's just one of the reasons another top SCCBL performer, Aaron Gray, has come back for the 2013 season. Back out to Joe Hicks Memorial Field we go. Alongside Aaron Gray, a returning player for the Legends here in 2013. First of all, why did you decide to come back with the Legends?
Well, we had a good year last year, and it's just fun to be around these guys, and this team really gets after it. Playing in the SCCBL, it was great. I mean, coming down from up north, not a lot of talent, and then coming here, a lot of talent and a lot of competition. So it was real fun, and made me play harder, better, faster.
You were a guy who played for Porterville College last year, and obviously you turned that into something going to Cal State Dominguez Hills. What was the experience like your first season with the Toros?
It was great. I mean, we had a lot of talent, it was a good learning experience, and just want to get out here, get some work in, and get back to Dominguez and, show what I could do. So.
You're a guy who showed what he could do last year. You were a first-team All-SCCBL selection, second in the league in hits, only to Steven Garber, second in the league in doubles, only to Steven Garber. So what are you working on this summer?
Same thing, same approach, just get my bats and play some defense. I mean, I really got to work on the defense parts.
What excites you most about being a member of the Legends?
Just the way this team gets along, chemistry, this team gets after it. And yesterday we come back, bottom of the 9th, or actually bottom of 11th, I think, get a win. So this team, it's fun to be around these guys.
And how about the feeling of just being able to play every day again?
Oh yeah, playing time, that's always fun. So come out here, get your work in, get back on the bench and cheer your teammates on.
Once again, we're trying to make this the most interactive show for you, the fans. To do that, just tweet us. It's that simple. Tweet me at my name, that's DAVESOBIERAJ, or at the league handle, which is at SCCBL. Let us know your thoughts. Using the hashtag SCCBL or of your team name will allow us the opportunity to give fans players' tweets during the broadcasts. We're going to have a Twitter poll this week, and the question is simple. Who will win the SCCBL? Tweet me or the league, or vote on my personal website at dsobiera.wordpress.com. Let's look at the upcoming live broadcast schedule on sccbaseball.com. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this show, and we look forward to seeing you again next time on Inside the SCCBL.